Hey, what's up with it? You watching the Big Bomber TV. And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel World Star Trends, man. Yeah, man, the title is Yandy wants to fight Rasheeda for a cheating husband. Yeah, man, DC out there doing it big, man, big pimping, man, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, if I was him, though, I'd be careful out there in Atlanta, man. I just seen the stats, man. And yeah, everybody there and there got it, man. Everybody out there burning, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you better double up or triple up with the rubber stuff. But yeah, man, Yandy said tastes like candy and everybody wants some candy. Yeah, man, I doubt Yandy want to fight somebody. I remember she had some beef on the old Love and Hip Hop, man. She was kind of scary a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, though, the girl she was beefing with was kind of big, though, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I haven't checked out the video. Don't completely know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about.
Yandy and Rasheeda showed us once again that in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the drama never really ends. On the September 10th episode, the two sat down to talk things out, but instead of making peace, they ended up going at each other and mostly about their cheating husbands.
You said I have a lot to say? I said, I've heard you've had a lot to say. So I'm here to hear all the things you've had to say. Oh, did you? I did.
The whole thing kicked off with Yandy calling out Rasheeda for constantly dragging her name and her marriage into podcast convos. And Yandy didn't waste a second. She went straight for Rasheeda's jugular, saying that she is tired of being a topic when she's not even around. That's when she threw the first real dagger, telling Rasheeda she is lying and can't stop talking.
You almost can't stop talking about me in Kurt. You've been on podcasts. Girl, I did one more podcast. That's enough. Speaking the truth. What truth? The truth is what? Speaking the truth. What truth? Because I said you wasn't married?
A shady no.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Both of their relationships is on TV. But yeah, I think both of their relationships basically open for discussion. You know what I'm saying? For real.
To Rasheeda's marriage license with Kirk Frost, which fans know has been through hell and back thanks to his cheating scandals. So here's what turned up. Rasheeda didn't even flinch. She clapped back hard, accusing Yandy of running around calling people, including Jasmine Blue, and crying about loyalty when she never gives it back.
What you gotta do is you gotta make sure nobody called anybody. Everybody who will listen. Rasheeda ain't my friend. Rasheeda ain't my friend.
That accusation set the tone because Rasheeda made it clear that she wasn't going to sit there and let Yandy paint her as the problem. Before we get into the Kirk angle, Yandy doubled down, saying Rasheeda's obsession with her life is embarrassing. She reminded her that while she's been out here yelling for the culture, Rasheeda's been sitting on mics talking about somebody else's husband. And just when it looks like it couldn't get any messier, Yandy twisted the knife by bringing up Kirk's infidelity, basically saying Rasheeda and Kirk are more of an embarrassment than leaders of the franchise.
Bleeding out. Guess what? Bleeding out is embarrassing. You know what your problem is? I don't have a problem. You have a huge problem. The problem is you are obsessed. You are so obsessed. And the thing is, while I'm out here yelling for the culture.
Now, you guys.
Man, that's crazy because I could have sworn they both got like the same type of boyfriend or husbands or whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? Kurt and man, DC got rumors of getting around with both of their relationships. Man, they don't really got no room to be talking about each other. They probably got more in common with each other than anything. You know what I mean?
No, Rasheeda wasn't going to let that slide. She hit back by name-dropping Mendices, claiming that he doesn't even like Yandy and allegedly told the cast members the same thing. That was the moment the whole convo shifted because instead of denying it, Yandy pivoted, accusing Rasheeda of dodging accountability for her own situation. Yandy's exact words were biting. It's ridiculous coming from you, a person we've all seen and witnessed your heartache, even in the form of a child. Oh, whoa, that reference to Kirk's outside baby stung and the energy in the room shifted instantly. But this wasn't just random shade. There's history here. Back in April, Rasheeda and Kirk sat down with Carlos King and spoke on Yandy and Mendices. Rasheeda admitted Yandy demanded loyalty but never gave it back, like when Rasheeda's son Kai was in a car accident and she felt Yandy was nowhere to be found. Rasheeda even said point blank that she and Yandy aren't real friends and they don't even know where each other live. That interview also revealed Rasheeda had seen some things that suggested that Mendices wasn't being faithful, but she never brought it to Yandy directly. She held that card in her hand, and in this episode, you could tell she was ready to play it. So when Yandy fired shots about Kirk, Rasheeda saw it as pure hypocrisy. In her mind, Yandy has no business dragging her marriage when her own husband's loyalty is in question. And that's a dangerous game here because both women are sitting on receipts that can destroy each other, and instead of burying the beef, they're turning it into primetime ammo. The conversation circled back to loyalty, with Rasheeda saying Yandy expects everyone to ride for her, but when it comes time to give that same energy, she disappears. Yandy countered by saying Rasheeda thrives off dragging other women down, even bringing up K. Michelle as another example.
I ain't gonna lie, I think loyalty is like between like the bestest friends and stuff like people that got like real history together. Yeah, man, I don't think everybody deserves loyalty, man, for real. So, yeah, man, I think loyalty is earned, man, for real. Though you can't just meet nobody and say, "Oh, we loyal," you know what I mean? I think loyalty is really between like the bestest friends. Like, man, no matter what, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But trying to be loyal to people that be on like BS and stuff like that, man, it'll never work. Really, yeah, man. Loyalty is something you build up for real.
You have had these receipts brought to you even in the form of a child. Just like with K. Michelle, you gotta ride the backs of women for you to feel like it's elevating you.
Oh, at that point, it wasn't about fixing their friendship, it was about landing the hardest punch. And now everyone's asking, did Rasheeda actually see proof of Mendice's cheating, or is that just a threat to shake Yandy's confidence? On the flip side, will Yandy double down and start exposing more of Kirk's old dirt to shut Rasheeda up? One thing is clear, this wasn't just two women airing out all drama, this was a power play, and both of them were willing to weaponize their husbands' past scandals to win. The fallout from this convo isn't just going to stay between them, the cast is already picking sides, and if Rasheeda really has receipts on Mendices, this storyline is far from over. Now, the question hanging over the entire season is simple. Who's really about to crack first? Yandy with her marriage under the microscope, or Rasheeda holding on to her husband who's been publicly exposed more times than we can count? Because the way these two are playing, somebody's truth is about to blow.
So Drea and her son Jalen, her man, got into a little altercation or tussle at New York Fashion Week. It looked like she was trying to charge at him, and he said that he would punch her in the face. Listen, Drea, I don't like that for you. Like, you shouldn't be with a man who, just because you get a little upset at him, is going to threaten to put his hands on you.
Jalen Green and Michelle.
I ain't gonna lie, that lady looked a little crazy a little bit. It looked like she probably not all there or something. I ain't gonna lie.
Drea are officially over. And honestly, who didn't see this train wreck coming from a mile away? Between their screaming matches in public and everyone just hating them together, it was practically a countdown to disaster. And we gotta talk about it. So, just when fans thought it was Splitsville for good, Jalen and Michelle Drea suddenly tried to convince the internet they were back on good terms. In case you missed it, the duo recently shared photos of themselves all booed up at a watch party in NYC last night. On the surface, it looked like a happy couple moment, but the cracks were pretty obvious. For starters, the duo's body language told a completely different story, especially Jalen, who looked checked out. As y'all probably remember, just a few days earlier, Jalen and Drea had a full-on public altercation at 2 a.m. on the streets of NYC. And
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what story this just jumped to, but I don't know who the hell these people is. Yeah, maybe I'll form some kind of opinion about their situation.
baby, it wasn't just your normal couple spat. Drea was literally running after Jalen like a mom chasing her kid for being bad, while Jalen was heard cussing her out in the middle of the street. It was pure chaos. And honestly, if their friends hadn't been there that night, things could have gone left real quick. So fast forward to now.
Man, somebody has some weird ass pants on out there. Dude with bell bottoms on, man, what's going on in the world today? You know how I mean? For real.
With them suddenly acting like they're good again, and the internet is calling them out. Many are saying, drop the act, it's over. But let's not forget, there's always been more to this public disapproval than just their messy fights. As you guys know, Drea is 41, while Jalen is only 23, and a lot of people find that downright embarrassing. Many just can't wrap their heads around how Michelle is so comfortable dating someone young enough to be her son.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought something was awful about how she looked, you know what I mean? And it makes sense now, though. She like 40 something, so yeah, it makes sense. But I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking if she was young, she looked kind of like a little rough a little bit to be young, you know? Yeah, I was thinking like if she was around 21 or something, then she was looking a little, I don't know, you know what I mean?
On one side, some argue that Drea deserves way better, like an older and wealthier man. But on the flip side, others insist that Jalen is the one who needs to run. According to them, Drea comes across as controlling and even aggressive, especially given how she's behaved in public altercations. Some fans are even bluntly saying Jalen should just pay up the child support and free himself from Drea's control. Still, not everyone agrees with the outrage. In fact, many are calling out the double standards. They're bringing up Madonna, who at 67 is dating 29-year-old Akeem Morris, and no one bats an eye. Plus, people argue that if the roles were reversed, if Jalen was 41 and Michelle was 23, this conversation would look very different. One user even put it plainly, okay, I get that he's younger than her, but he's not a child. That's a grown man. Why do y'all keep on with the literal child jokes and references? Another added, women have been dating older men for years, and I've never heard these jokes reversed about a woman. Stop infantilizing these men. But of course, not all comments were supportive. One fan wrote, girl, you are looking goofy. Leave that little boy alone. BTW, this boy said he hates you. Please stop and move on. At this point, the debate is wild. Are Jalen and Drea truly trying to patch things up, or are they just putting on a show for the internet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and until next time, don't forget to hit like and
look like that old cougar got us some young prey or something, you know what I mean? That's crazy though, man. I don't know what the gap is, but if she like 40, he probably like only 20 or something like that. That is a little wild though, man. She definitely old enough to be his mama, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, maybe you just having fun or something. Maybe she had so much experience, he had to go back a couple of more times or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I don't know what to think about their situation. Yandy and Rasheeda though, man, they need to quit playing, man. Both of them got the same type of dude. Both of they dudes got the same type of allegations going around, man. So yeah, man, I think they look back and forth probably purely for entertainment and for online, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, man, I think Yandy's scary though. I don't think she'll really be trying to press nobody, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. You watching the Big Bomber TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Until next time. Hey, hey, hey.